think I'm live. Where's my chat doc? Okay, not chat. There we go. Okay. Now I have it. Awesome. And sorry, just setting up for anyone who's here. I can't see at the moment, so give me a second. All right.
What? Another deal one? Oh, Monday CRM, stop it.
Okay. Why? Okay, just waiting for the stupid thing to load. Then I can see the chat. I can see everything. I can see everything on YouTube. There we go. All right. Hey, there's people here. Holy shit. Hi, Robin. Hi, sis. You should have, I don't know what this is. Should have been a detective. Hi, guys. Welcome. Oh, sorry, I'm starting a few minutes late. I wanted to stream like an hour ago, but I had issues with my OBS. I don't know why. The drop-down menu will just stop appearing. And I think it's because of one of the plugins I use, and I think I figured out a solution to it now. I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time I use it. Because it'll work some days and some days it won't. It's such a pain in the ass. Anyway. So, I only had to work one of my jobs tonight, so yay. That's why I'm streaming here. Let me take my hair down. I haven't even messed with my hair since I got home. Ugh. So, yeah, I'm going to pick up where we left off earlier. Just watching and analyzing the whole new body cam footage from Henderson, Nevada, featuring Lauren and Greyson, and Dr. John makes a little bit of a visit there on the phone, pretty much. So there's like 3 parts of this that are uploaded to this channel. The channel is, oh wait, let me share that. I don't even have it on. Let me go to that one. There we go. So the channel is Hella Excited Utterance. Now I've watched her live streams and everything, and she's very entertaining. I highly suggest everyone check her out. But what I really appreciate from her channel is that she's uploaded these body cam footages or videos with no commentary. I mean, I love her commentary too, but when I want to give commentary on it, it's easier when someone else is, and when I don't have to, deal with someone else's commentary. So I appreciate that. I really do. But I highly recommend everyone check them out. I'll put a link in the description when I'm done. So, hi Without a Lawyer. Hi Sunshine and Rain. And hi Carlo. It's been so long since I've watched you. Hope you're well. Thank you. I am well. I am very well. Thank you. I hope you are well as well. So yeah. So when I was watching this earlier, we pretty much made it through parts 1 and 2. As we started to watch part 3. I'm going to just start part 3 over from the beginning, though. Because, why not? I don't remember exactly where I left off, and I don't feel like going to see either. So, here we go. Let me know how the sound is coming through, because I had to mess with my OBS. I had to delete it, and then I re-downloaded it, and the audio should be the same as it was earlier, but I don't know. So if it's hard to hear, if it's muffled, if it sounds like it's far away, let me know, because it shouldn't sound like that. So, all right, so bring this back a little bit. There we go.
But the threat of saying we're going to, release information, that's not necessarily a crime. It's not a crime until they do it. Does that make sense?
My audio mixer looks like it's playing.
There is some information that has been released, texts. Like we haven't seen it, but it's being.
No, we've seen this. We've seen the text. We have mailed texts from people.
Okay.
But they're not threatening text or anything like that.
No, we just have private messages that have been sent out.
Okay. So, who did they get sent out to?
They got sent out to
Sounds
Gigi,
good. Thank
they
you.
got sent out to Christina, they got sent out to Kay, you know that, they got sent out to...
So any one of those that you sent text messages to could have copied them and sent them.
It's,
And that's where we're at.
Oh, no,
You have
those messages weren't sent to those people. We're saying the people that took her messages sent those to those people.
I need to know the original messages that you're saying were stolen. Who do they go to?
who did they go to or who sent them?
You sent them, right? It was
No.
between you and
Oh,
somebody else.
That's what you're saying. I sent them between Stephanie
yeah.
and Colette.
We were
Stephanie and Colette, and who are Stephanie?
we did watch this part earlier, and that's the thing. Like, if there are text messages or emails or whatever that are being threatened to be released, well, obviously the person she sent them to committed the first initial leak or whatever you want to call it. So why not start there rather than just start calling the cops? Like, ask them, hey, did you share these with anyone? Can you tell me who? Can you tell me why? Whatever. She has every right to ask these questions. She doesn't have much of a right to demand that nobody share anything she sends them, but she can ask them why and to whom. Sure. Maybe not bother fucking police for 3 hours or however long it was.
Stephanie and Colette.
My old employees.
Okay, so they're text messages to them.
Correct.
So it's their text messages to them, not just yours.
My text messages to them, they have...
It's the combined text message.
Yeah, exactly. Where is it? Sis, you should have been a detective, says normal people would just own up to talking crap and move on. Exactly, and that's the thing. We all talk shit sometimes, you know? We're all assholes. We all suck at times, you know? It's the nature of the beast of being human. Just fucking humble yourself, you know? I mean, humility is such a desired trait for us to see in one another. And it's the most difficult one to show, too, I think. But it's so powerful when we do. It's okay, you know? It's okay to admit we fuck up at times. This, what she's doing here, trying to do all she can to avoid it, that's not I mean, that's just infuriating to those that she harmed.
It's a conversation. They're not just yours. It's yours
Sorry.
and theirs.
Sorry.
But yeah, they're...
It's a conversation.
Why is that pausing now? It was doing that earlier, too. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Hi, new here. Lauren just keeps digging a deeper hole for herself. Yeah, no, she does. She absolutely does. And it's crazy. I don't understand why. They are in private text is what Lauren doesn't get. Once you send a text, unless there's an NDA, it's up for grabs. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. I mean, I realized this long before I even had a YouTube channel. Or just like Facebook fighting or whatever. And definitely throughout all my vaccine advocacy, you know, time, I learned really quick that do not even type it out if you wouldn't be okay with it getting out in public. Doesn't mean you want it to be out in public, but just you should be okay with if that should happen. And don't sit there and worry about if it'll happen. Oh no, you worry about when that'll happen, because it's gonna happen. It's just, it is.
Private.
Okay. So what was copied then from that? Can you show me again what you have?
And then you can show them that thing that Colette paid. Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if I can't, you send an email out, right? And
She's
it goes to 4
pouting
different
now.
people. That means any of those 4 people could have made a copy of it and shared it with somebody who shared it with somebody who shared it with somebody. And then did you share it with a news organization? Did you share it with another company? Because if you shared it with a news organization, let's say, or government entity, those people are open to FOIA requests. So next thing you know, anybody can get.
I plan on playing that next, actually. So Jenny asks, have you guys heard Gigi's statement to this officer, that girl is true class? I haven't listened to it all yet. In fact, I don't think I listened to any of Gigi's yet. I listened to, it was Janessa, I think, and there might have been one other one. But there's a newer one that was released I haven't heard yet. I was going to do that one next.
Get access to that stuff.
Right. Sorry,
So when we send emails and text messages, they're never private. They really aren't. They're expected to be held private, hopefully, But especially when it goes to government entities and stuff like that, if anybody sends me an email to my military, well, at least be military, to my City of Henderson email,
Your city.
somebody can do a FOIA request asking for all my emails.
Correct.
Yes.
I didn't send these to any media.
Okay, so who did you send it to then?
But she's media,
Collect.
To
Right?
2 people only.
Yes. Yeah, they're on my.
isn't she media according to her? I mean, that's what she's been saying for the longest time. She's an investigative journalist. She's a reporter. She worked in real news and whatnot. So she's media. So she may not have sent it to media, but if she sent it as media, you know?
My private cell phone to their private cell phone.
Okay.
Their
Device doesn't matter. I said this earlier too. Device doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if you send it from your phone or if you send it from, like, the household desktop that, like, everyone in the family uses. It's the same no matter what.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's no official email. There's
So
no
so that's
official phone.
so those are emails and text messages?
Text messages.
Just text messages only?
Yes.
Okay. The email part of it, although they're saying they're going to release information, did it say they're going to release emails or release the text? So nothing about emails whatsoever then?
No,
They're sending
they're
emails.
sending emails.
Okay, I'm just
with
double checking.
Yeah, so they're sending.
Making sure I get this right.
They're sending emails threatening to release my private text.
The private texts. Okay. And so you think the private texts that they're threatening to send are the ones that you had with these 2 ex-employees?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, and what's their names?
Stephanie.
Why does she think that?
Is that-
She also goes by Stephanie.
Like, why does she think that it's those text messages with those people that they're threatening to send? Did they say this? Or is she just assuming that that's who it is? Like, these are the 2 I'm fighting with. These are the 2 I had a falling out with. And these are the 2 I said some pretty crappy shit with, you know? I'm curious why she knows it's them. I'm assuming she's right, but...
Stephanie PH? And she lives in Nevada, I'm guessing, or no?
No, she lives in.
Okay. What's her phone number?
Colette. And she also goes by. I don't know.
They're giving private information. That's why there's no volume. I'm just trying to skip ahead.
Okay. You don't happen to know birth dates or anything like that? Just stretching it.
No, I think I could figure out. Yeah, Stephanie. Birthday.
Okay.
Let me try to look up.
And the reason I'm rehashing this is because both of you are coming with different information from different angles and stuff like that. So, you know, certain things are crimes. So, like defamation, let's say, right? Although it hasn't happened yet, it's, you know, false information, intended ridicule or for hatred purposes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So, but nothing's been released. So it's not
disseminated privately, but yeah.
it's not released to the media per se or put out there.
We have a recording with Gigi this morning. She called Gigi, and Gigi said it has been released to the media and to brace ourselves.
That's
so
where she
once-
said it. Oh wait, watch. Wait till what you hear. Now, what you're about to hear, I heard this and my mouth dropped. I thought, that man should not be a police officer. That man needs to be an investigator because he fucking rocks at it. Like, watch. Look, just pay attention.
So once again, it had to be
Wait, let me
Several-
rewind that.
Released to the-
put out there.
So, listen to what Lauren says right here.
We have a recording with Gigi this morning. She called Gigi,
We have a recording with Gigi this morning. She called.
and Gigi said it has been released to the media.
She called Gigi, and Gigi said it has been released to the media. That's so. In other words, she's saying that they called Gigi and they recorded the phone call, and they have the recording of that phone call of Gigi saying this.
And to brace ourselves.
Okay, so once again, it had to be several things. Hatred is one of them. Being ridicule, false are these. If it's just text messages, then it's not false, right?
It's
So that's where I'm going with this. So defamation has to fall, a certain standard of the reason for defamation. So
publicly that I talk shit about victims, which simply isn't.
well, you can talk. I can talk publicly about anybody about that kind of stuff. So that's not a crime. So that's why I'm trying to fine tune this to find the crime in what's happening.
Stephanie's birthday is
Wow, she found that birthday pretty quick.
yeah.
Approximate age. Show me the text message that you received. That you're fully aware is out there.
Uh, yeah.
Because here's the thing too with
And we show them that threat by Colette.
so there's different things with different crimes as well. So the interception of text messages is a crime, but this isn't intercepting a text message. This is a text message that was sent to them that they screenshotted that they're planning on sharing with somebody, or they have shared with somebody. You're saying.
As of right now, that's what we know.
And then
That's what we know, and then it could be more from
Okay.
iCloud.
Well, that's one. Hear me out here. I can't go on speculation, okay? So saying, you know, the Gmail you mentioned, because the reason I brought up emails again is because you brought up Gmail and the iCloud. So now we're talking about text messages
So
only.
iCloud is text message too. Okay, I'm hearing you out.
Speculation does not do any good
She
for me
is?
right now.
Correct.
I need the facts. So there's nothing to do with emails right now.
There's nothing to do with emails right now.
Okay.
Only my text
So there's no email
and
crimes.
Facebook
And
and
so,
Messenger.
so there's a text messages that are out there that were copied that you sent them. They copied them and they shared them with other people.
Yes.
So when
And was
it
this a business interaction? They were employed with you at the time?
Yeah, all of those you were paying them at the time.
Yeah, so, yes, and
But-
when it comes to iCloud, let me clarify, an iCloud gets you into seeing text messages that are private, so.
But you sent this to them.
Yeah,
It's
they just
iCloud,
admitted.
log into
They just
iCloud.
admitted that Greyson just admitted. Yes, you were paying them at this time. These two girls or whatever, the two that got into her iCloud. You were paying them at the time, so they were employees. So they probably had your password because you gave it to them so that they could work as your employee. You know, and she's probably like a lot of other people, she probably uses the same password across many platforms. So though she may not have given him the password for iCloud, she probably did for one of her other emails or whatever, one of her messenger or whatever. And it would very likely could have been the same password and just duh. Anyways, I'm not saying that I do that though. I'm not saying that I use the same password, so don't think I do.
Well, they can see other texts that I sent other people that have
Yeah,
nothing to do
but
with
we don't know if they have that or not. We're speculating.
Correct, but I wanted to clarify what I meant by
Okay,
iCloud.
okay.
I never meant email with iCloud.
Okay.
I always meant text
Okay.
message.
So you're speculating that they might have gotten your iCloud account to share iCloud information.
When yes, but when
Okay.
she posted this threat, it seemed as if she had just seen, she was implying that she had just seen a text
I get it.
threat.
I get it.
Okay, let me see.
Officer.
How many are there on there?
This is just one. This was the girl Christina who sent this, was sending this to prove a point to Lauren that your text message.
Don't.
I
See,
didn't hear what she said.
See, and that's he doesn't say it, but as soon as I heard him make that noise, I think I know what was making him frustrated, because he's just trying to get the facts and let the facts paint the picture, and he'll determine it from there on. You know, but he's not getting just the facts. He's getting the narrative along with it. He's getting the insinuation, the conclusions that they're jumping to. You know, this, okay, so this is what they did, this is the fact, and this is why they did this, because of this reason. He doesn't want that. He just wants the facts, because of course you're going to have narrative. You're biased party in the situation. You're going to speak from your place of bias. So, you know, just the facts, man. Just the facts.
This came from who?
Colette, whose number you got.
This one's Colette. This one came from your ex-employee.
Yes, this was a
To
group
you.
message with Colette and Stephanie.
No, public, that was released publicly on Facebook. About me.
Okay, now I'm getting two different stories.
let me
This is very frustrating. Let me. I know you both are passionate about this, all right? But it's not helping me get in this kind of two different directions of stuff, all right?
So what did I miss?
Let me explain this. This message is a screenshot of a group message between Colette and Stephanie and Lauren while Lauren was paying them
Okay.
to work for her.
So it's a message you sent to the two employees
Yes.
when they were employed.
Yes.
They screenshot them, and they sent them to who?
This.
Someone that was doing contract work for me.
Yes.
Were they doing contract work for you at the time as well?
Yes, and didn't
Okay.
and stopped after we paid her because of this.
They didn't work together at the same time. Christina started after Stephanie.
But here's the thing. If they were working for you at the time, I could talk to them and they say, yeah, you told me to go ahead and share the information.
So
Stephanie and Colette and so Christina started with Lauren after Stephanie and Colette were done. That's what I'm explaining. They never worked together. They do not know each other aside from now these private messages being shared to disparage her. Christina does not.
But we don't know when this is shared.
We know that it was shared that week because Christina told us. I just got them.
And Christine is the contracted person.
She was at that point, yeah, when she got these.
And then stopped working for me.
So
because she received that.
when did she get those then?
She sent this to Lauren on April 21st, 2025. So almost 2 months ago. And that morning you had a conversation with her, or the day before, where she said, I got sent these a week and a half ago.
Okay. And she said she got them from the 2 ex-employees.
Yes.
Okay. And when did the ex-employees get let go?
They stopped working in July and September, I believe.
Last year?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's my light keep going up and up?
So July for sure, or time roughly July?
Lauren, what was the date that Christina, or that Stephanie quit? Can I see your phone? Just let me quickly find it. That was on.
This whole fucking thing, man. Like in the toward the beginning, or maybe like a third of the way through, like the first video, I think, Dr. John's on the phone, and one of the first things you hear him say is how they're about to lose everything that they've worked for if these messages and shit get out, and it's like that's what he cares about, man. He doesn't want them to lose all that they worked for, their status, the size of their channel, their income, whatever, you know. And I don't blame him for that. Don't get me wrong. But how fucked up is it though that he thinks that because of the shit talking his wife did that they could lose it all, and he's trying to stop that. Like, you cannot control the flow of information. You can't stop the flow of information. You can't control people and what they take in and what they, you know, hold on to and share. You can't stop that. All you can do is try to work with it. And, you know, and if Lauren did end up showing just some humility here and admitting that she fucked up or whatever, then I don't think that they'd lose anything. It may be a little bit for a short period of time, but then they'd get it right back, you know? It's crazy.
Wednesday, July 10th was Stephanie's last day.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at the comments here. Sis, you should have been a detective says, by now Lauren could have personally called everybody she badmouthed. Yeah, exactly. You know? It's crazy. Greyson is a little assertive, isn't she? Yeah, I didn't get that impression from her either, the first couple of body cams. Like, she just seemed very timid and quiet and, like, I don't know, not really confident. But, yeah, she's just, like, out of fucks, it seems like, at this point, maybe. I don't know.
I want to apologize for like this in the story. I just don't think I was understanding. I didn't.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I think I was missing.
These are very. There's a lot of emotions with this kind of stuff, and once again, I just need the facts as much as possible.
No,
So it sounds like there was some speculation thrown in there in some of this as well, which is very frustrating. I can't have speculation and possibilities in this kind of stuff. All right, I need straight facts.
Right.
Because that's going to determine what I'm doing with this information.
Correct.
The last time
So.
spoke to Colette.
So you have all of that on one email then? All those text messages in one email?
Yes.
Can you send that to my email?
Yes.
The last time I paid Colette will be important. I paid her.
Well, it was last year. If these were shared a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever, they were let go 6 months plus. So that doesn't matter. We know they're ex-employees far enough away.
Do you want me to forward Christina's email? Is that what you want, or just the screenshots?
The email if I can, because Christina was the contractor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why would you send just the screenshots? Of course you send the email. That shows the intent.
And what's your email?
And what's her name again? Katrina, you said?
Christina.
Christina, I'm sorry.
Oh, shoot. You must think they deserve to lose it over this. Yeah. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Dr. John must really think and feel like they're at risk of losing it. Like, in other words, like what was said or done is giant enough to reasonably cause the expectation of that loss. You know, it's crazy. He knows what's going on here, and he's still trying to just control it rather than correct it.
Okay. The most recent, Stephanie, for the cease and desist, is to not contact me again.
Well, the cease and desist was sent to who?
Stephanie fled. They each got one. She was told not
Okay.
to contact Lauren again, and she sent her a screenshot of Lauren's own messages in a group chat. So she was obviously not fact, but it inferred she was trying to dig up more stuff.
And she was continuing as recently as June 4th, says Stephanie saving voice memos of yours. So I got a June 4th, 2025 notification that said Stephanie saved voice memos of yours.
Okay.
Well,
In other words, my iPhone's letting me know that nearly a year since she's been unemployed, she is now still saving messages, and it was April or May that she, I think, inferred, by accident, but she did factually send me screenshots of my own texts on May 10th, which means also she is still,
So text messages that you sent when?
like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She's
So
sending them to me
Okay.
after she's been
She never had access to your iCloud then at all, you're saying?
I never gave her access to my iCloud.
Have you since changed the password then, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yes, we blocked out. We actually got her a brand new iCloud account.
And who was that sent it to you?
So this
Stephanie,
text thread that Stephanie sent her on May 10th, she sent screenshots of Lauren's own text. These were messages that you had originally sent on May 12th, 2023.
so she, after a cease and desist, don't contact me, contacts me 2 months ago with screenshots of mine that I sent her back in 2023.
That you sent her? Well, here's the thing. If you sent a text to her, of course she has access to it.
Correct. It's strange that she's screenshooting them and sending it to me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
That's-
saying that she's breaking the law, so I'm just trying to give you facts to sort out your...
That doesn't matter. If you sent, that's what I was trying to say earlier. If you sent it to somebody and they screenshot it,
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so she sent it to you.
I'm not saying she broke the law doing that.
Okay.
I'm trying to give...
But I think what Lauren's trying to say though is that I gave her a non-official letter telling her that I want her to leave me alone, and so she didn't leave me alone. In fact, she sent me my own words back at me, like as though there's some sort of, like, I don't know, threat or something, or attack or some shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe she was wrong to contact Lauren after Lauren said leave me alone. Maybe.
Give you context.
so she's trying to say she still has information,
Yeah, you're-
which she does because you texted her and she worked for you for a while. So you're concerned that the text
Don't
messages.
worry about it. It's okay.
No, you're concerned that the text messages that she has from the past while she was working for you may be used against you?
That's sure, but the fact that I was trying to say to you, I'm trying to stick to facts too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not telling you the big picture, I'm telling you something. She is collecting actively, currently, screenshots of my private messages that I shared with her. That's true.
Okay. So they're not
After
your,
I told her to stop.
not your private ones, because when I say your private ones, it's ones you shared with her. I'll just say this. So I don't think they're private to you only. So text messages you sent to her,
Years ago.
between you and her, she started saving.
And recently sent them to me after a cease and desist was sent to her.
Okay.
So a cease and desist was sent, stop it. June 4th, she's saving my voice memos, and she's still sending me screenshots. Like, she is actively, my point is, what we factually know, she is actively still saving our private conversations. Private conversations are illegal, but she's still actively saving them despite the cease and desist. We
Okay.
also have on record her
Which you
talking
can.
currently to Gigi despite a cease and desist.
Okay. The messages, her saving old text messages, is suspect. I get it. Depends what she were to do with it is one thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get you information.
No, I get it.
I'm
But
not
it's
saying that's against the law.
no. I'm just saying when you use the word private, I'm thinking yours and yours only. That only you should be able to see. But it's not. It's private. It's a text message you sent to her. So it's a shared text message thread that she's saving. Does that make sense? Okay. So the cease and desist. I don't know what the cease and desist.
So I'm looking at the comments here. Let's see. Did they say who ended up for you requesting the body cam? I don't think so. I have no idea who did that either. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, it had to been someone who knew that they called to know that the body cam even existed and to know, like, what date and such to request it on. but yeah, I have no idea who.
Said if that was says no contact with you or whatever, or no whatever. So that's something that you can give to your lawyer, then he can, you know, do with what you need to, because some of this stuff will probably fall in the civil area more than a criminal area. So when was the cease and desist sent out?
April 9th.
Of this year.
Okay, and then you said she contacted Gigi after the fact,
Yes.
and you know this how?
We know this from Gigi, and there is a victim named Jerry Vallow. He is let me clarify, he is because I know everything's very important legally, his brother was murdered, so he's a survivor. Like, he's not the victim of the crime, he's the one giving a victim impact statement.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big part of this trial, a witness, a victim impact statement, and he let us know today that Stephanie is talking to Colette,
Or to Gigi.
to Gigi.
He called me this morning.
Okay, it still goes to Gigi though. So
Yeah. He told me
this is still third party. I get you're
That's
getting
fine,
information.
just asking.
I would have to talk to Gigi. She would be the one that would have to give it up.
Okay, that's great, if that's what you need to do.
So once again, when was she contacted then?
Gigi, or
Yeah, Gigi.
that's something
That's great. That's great. If that's what you need to do.
she'd have to give up to you.
But she said that she was contacted after that, or through this other party. This other party says Gigi was contacted after
Gigi
that.
told me the first email she got regarding Lauren's private communications was during the trial last week, which came from a Proton email, which is the same email we got on June 9th. So that was the first communication that Gigi had, and then Gigi has since been talking to Stephanie because Jerry Vallow told me this morning, did a woman named Stephanie used to work for Lauren? And I said, yes. And he said, Gigi told me last night to call Stephanie, and Stephanie will tell me everything.
Okay, so Gigi received an email last week, 2 weeks ago.
And said she's received multiple more with files of Lauren's communications.
I think this is when the recording comes up again.
And Gigi has said to you guys that she received these files.
Yes,
She told me that she received those files.
today, she said that.
Okay.
She did not say they came from Stephanie specifically, but she said, I have received all of these files. However, again, hearsay, third party, she is telling other people to contact Stephanie because Stephanie has all of it.
She is telling third party, other victims.
So once again, so
Stephanie.
Gigi says she has this stuff, but she didn't say specifically she got it from Stephanie.
No.
No, she,
She told Jerry she got it from Stephanie.
She told somebody else that she got it from.
Yeah.
That doesn't do me any good though.
if you call Gigi,
Do you want me to call Gigi?
call Gigi.
Okay.
Find out, say, yes. Do you want to call Jerry?
Has your lawyer called Gigi at all?
No, we haven't gotten him involved today. Well, we
I talked to him
him
this morning, but that was it.
How about talk to your lawyer?
That's funny. He's like, you want me to call Gigi? Has your lawyer tried calling Gigi at all? Maybe your lawyer should try giving her a call. Like he's like, why the fuck do I gotta do this shit? It's funny.
About this because of the cease and desist. Let him know what you. I mean, lawyers. I know he's your brother, but when it comes to stuff like this or anything business, lawyers need to know everything that's happening so they know how to protect you and how to move forward.
I don't know.
That's my take on it. I mean, lawyers are to protect and guide.
Yeah. So put that aside for a second. Let's talk about this. Gigi told somebody today that it was Stephanie that sent it.
Mhm.
Can you find that out from Stephanie and Gigi? Because, or Jerry. Jerry can say, yes, it was Stephanie. Like, I don't know who you need to
Well,
call.
Jerry's this guy, but was told by Gigi. But once again, that's a hearsay.
Just call Gigi.
That's why I'm asking. Do you want to talk to your brother first?
Well, Gigi wasn't sent a cease and desist.
Okay, that might not be a bad idea. So do you want to talk to your brother first?
About,
If he should call Gigi.
um,
I can call Casey.
yeah, okay, I'm a little, forgive me.
No, it's okay. It's
Oh,
very
she's like-
convoluted.
she's just like so-
but I can't go off a hearsay, and it's.
She's like so upset. Like, I don't really want him to be the one to call. Like you're the cop. That's why we called you. You know. Hang on, Mr. Policeman. Let me direct this investigation. Yeah. all this going on while we are trying to get justice for Charles and Brandon. I'm not sure who Charles and Brandon are. I want to say it's the Daybell trial murders or whatever. I don't know much about that case. I'm not much of a true crime person. I don't like the really upsetting stories, and I know that's me. I'm a pussy or whatever. I don't like to hear it. I get that. And I'm in awe of people who are capable of like listening to that shit. I need to be more like that. But yeah, so that's why I don't really follow much of true crime. I do like the suspense stories though, like the shit where like someone's missing and like no one knows what the fuck happened to them. Like that shit I can get down with like all day long. Like that shit's cool. But yeah, so I don't know much about any of the victims that she puts it because it seems like she's classifying everyone as like a victim or not a victim. You know, I mean it's such a strange like line to draw on people, like whether or not they're a victim or not. It's so that's just so strange to me. I don't know.
It stinks. It 100% stinks. They going down this kind of path and everything, but
I thought Gigi told us today that it was Stephanie. I thought I heard that when we were talking to her. So I think this is where I'm a little confused. So
okay.
I thought that she did say that.
Okay.
She was today.
Hello.
Hey, Pace, it's Greyson. I'm here with the police right now. I talked to Gigi today, and Gigi, we know from what we know is that Gigi's telling people to talk to Stephanie, and Stephanie's involved. So the question now is, do the police call Gigi?
So 38. We didn't pass that.
So you're
No, yeah, it's coming up. So.
detective or someone?
Yeah, I'm with an officer right now.
I'm a patrol officer. I don't know the ins and outs of all these laws, but the cease and desist order sounds like it was violated. I don't know what it says. But at the same time, it sounds like this Gigi person was contacted by the Stephanie, which is the cease and desist person, and it sounds like she was contacted after the cease and desist was sent out in April, and documents were sent to this Gigi. Although apparently this is third party information from another source that says that Gigi has this stuff.
I gotta give him credit because like I've listened to several streams out of people talking about all the players, all the actors involved here, and I can't keep any of it straight. Really, like I'm just now starting to get some things understood. But he just pretty much he took some notes for like 20 minutes and he's got this shit down. It seems like he's good. He's fucking good. I want his notes.
Yeah. So and then where are you? Is this in Henderson?
Yes, in Henderson. Is this where you work out of?
Yeah, this is my employee's apartment, but
Yeah.
I'm saying zip code.
Okay, you're in Henderson too.
Okay.
So I recommend it through because we've hashed a lot of different things and
What did she say there?
Okay.
is this where you work out of?
Yeah, this is my employee's apartment, but
Yeah.
I'm saying zip code.
Okay, you're in Henderson too.
I don't know what she said after employee's apartment, but notice though the apartment. Notice just how comfortable Lauren is just making her way about the apartment. It looks like she's in pajamas, and I don't know what time of day it is, but it doesn't look like it's awfully early. So she seems to be in pajamas like a little bit later on in the morning, at the very least, possibly later on in the afternoon too. And the apartment is not at all like tidy at the moment. It looks like there's a couch that was pulled out and just people were sleeping out in the living room on these makeshift like beds from all these chairs and shit. Like I never seen so many chairs in one room, I don't think. But regardless, there's blankets and shit in there. I'm not so sure that she was just crashing there for the night. I almost think that she might be staying there. Now, that doesn't mean that there's trouble at home or whatever. She could be staying there for any number of reasons, And I'm not saying that it's a long-term stay. It could be a short-term stay, but it just seems weird. Like, that's her employee. And, her employee. And, like, if your boss was coming over and spending the night at your house, don't you think you'd straighten it up a little bit better? I mean, I would. And I hate housework. I don't do it all the time, and I don't do it as often as I should. That's for damn sure. But if I had my boss coming over, especially like for, I don't know, like a social visit, yeah, I would fucking clean my shit. It's crazy.
Okay.
So I recommend it through because we've hashed a lot of different things and trying to come down to the exact facts of what we know right now, instead of what's being heard and hearsay and stuff like that.
Right.
So that being said, I brought up, she had mentioned right away that you guys did a cease and desist, but then talking about Gigi and did she or did she not kind of stuff, was the cease and desist violated, and some of this falls down into the civil area. I'm trying to figure out if there's criminal act right now with what I have, and I'm trying to get to that point of it. But I know the importance of a lawyer for both guidance and you needing to know this information. So
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And I think part of the complication is we are in multiple jurisdictions here. And
Yes.
this jurisdiction is invoked because of where Lauren lives. So I think we're relevant to be working here. Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely merits some investigation because, let's get to the bottom of what
well, the investigation, my investigation would be criminal. Right now, I'm trying to find the criminal aspect in this.
Okay.
Cease and desist, from what I understand, is civil. That'd be between you guys and them. Because even though stuff was shared, nothing has gone public as far as defamatory information and proving that it was defamation if it does get released.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, in my research when we were preparing the cease and desist, there were some, cyber laws, that had, that did kind of appear to rise to the level of criminal. But of course, I'm not a criminal lawyer that's
right.
that knows these laws off the cuff. But I guess where would we want to go next? What would be the next step in your process?
Well, I'm kind of, I got to get a little bit more information and do just a little bit more research on some stuff. Right now, I'm not finding the criminal aspect because
Sorry, I didn't realize.
release information,
My bad.
we don't know what that information is necessarily, and a threat of releasing it doesn't mean they are going to release it. It could be just an idle threat. It sounds like information was shared, but we can't prove that either.
Okay, that's what she said. So, she says it's her employee apartment, but I stay in the same zip code. That's weird. I don't. Zip code. Okay, so that's not. I'm thinking area code. That's zip. Why would zip code matter? Like, I don't say here. Like, okay, so where I live near Utica, New York. Okay, well, I grew up in Utica, New York. I live like maybe a quarter of a mile outside of the city now. But like, when I lived in Utica, New York, there were like. There was 501, 02, and I think there's maybe we'll just say four zip codes for the hell of it. I never once ever told anyone I never conveyed what section of the city I lived in by stating the zip code. That's so weird. Why would she say that? Is that like a thing? Do people say, oh yeah, no, this is not my apartment, but I live in the same zip code? Like, do people really say that? I've never heard that before. I mean, they could. Maybe. I'm sure that there's a situation that it would make perfect sense. I'm not sure what that would be, what that would look like. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. What else we got here? I am remotely involved in that I mod for Kresha. Kresha, I'm not sure who she is. I see her name a lot though, so I know I watched her before. I'm really coming into the fold here. I'm very new with all of these creators, so I'm learning my way about it. But everyone seems to really love Kresha, so that's cool. So please know she is in Henderson County. She lives in Henderson. Okay. I'm guessing Henderson maybe has one zip code then. Maybe. I don't know. The county probably not, but like the town or village, yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you plan on sending something to Gigi or what your next step would be in this as well.
Gigi stated that she received files and files of my private messages recently.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's developing on our side, on the civil side as well. So, I mean, sure, we can certainly push on the civil side and the cease and desist, like the officer said, right, this is just civil, right? The repercussions of that would be civil damage, and we cannot, make any threats of criminal action. That's extortion. That's for law enforcement to handle. So I'm glad that that you're involving law enforcement. I think it's the appropriate path. But like you said, yeah, we've got to know what's concrete here, what's not hearsay. We can certainly pursue more civil remedies and another cease and desist or raise the ante on the civil side. And yeah, I mean, that's how I can help, right, on that component.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with me calling this Gigi person?
Gigi is the Gigi is the host of Pretty Lies and Alibis podcast, and Pace. Sorry, I was just talking to John, my husband, and she told us and somebody else that it's Stephanie that has been sending her info, and she's telling other people to talk to Stephanie, and she'll give it all, and that she has received files of private messages, and she also told us today, which we have on recording. She said. Yeah, we received notification. She said, yeah, they're going to release it. I've been told to turn on my notifications. They're going to go gung-ho on this.
Okay, so I watched part of this, I think it was maybe yesterday, and there's a very interesting part coming up at around the 38-minute mark, and I missed something that was said at the 7-minute mark, and I missed what was just said here. So I want to point it out to you guys. So when we get to the 38-minute mark, which is like in 6 or 7 minutes, you're going to be like, oh shit. Because I didn't get to have that big of an oh shit moment. But yeah, it's that big.
They're going to release today, which we have on recording. She said, yeah, we received notification. She said, yeah, they're going to release it. I've been told to turn on my notifications. They're going to go gung-ho on this. I want to stay out of it, but yeah, I've seen files of Lauren's private messages. So
at what point
she just said in front of the cop and to her attorney, brother attorney, whatever, that they recorded Gigi saying this shit.
Does it amount to criminal extortion here, where they?
Well, they're not asking for anything monetarily or anything like that. So, extortion is usually trying to get something for something.
Made any requests of you, Lauren, right? It's just, they're just wanting to harm you and your reputation.
Yeah, they want to harm my reputation. They want to hurt me and other people that will be hurt by finding out what I say privately about them. So it's harming me, harming others, all for their enjoyment and satisfaction.
Yeah, they're not the assholes here. Okay, now, depending on what was said and their reasoning for releasing it, they may be an asshole, sure, for doing so. But they're not the asshole here. Like, maybe if you just didn't talk so much horrible shit about people behind their back, especially when you're presenting yourself to their face as someone that they can trust, as someone they can utilize for whatever it is they're going through right now in life, when you present yourself that way and then turn around and realistically you talk about them completely differently, that's kind of you being the asshole. That's nobody else being the asshole there. Just saying.
Satisfaction in watching people get hurt. So the question is, do we need to, this is for both of you, do we need to call Gigi to say, yes, it's Stephanie, she's the one sending it, and does that, I mean, we do have the threat from Colette that says we're going to out you, written in public, and then you've got Stephanie sending files, and Stephanie, by the way, as recent as June 4th, Paige, you should know, unblocked me on her phone, and I got notifications that Stephanie Budge was saving voice memos of mine on June 4th, so that was just a couple weeks ago.
Is this being such a problem for you? She's saving your voice memos. Why did you leave your voice memos there? Why didn't you fucking delete them? I mean, you had that option before they were saved. For how long? For like 3 years, it sounds like. I mean, I'm guessing it just wasn't that important to you. So why is it important to you now? It's crazy.
She sent me, additional things, right? So the question is, do we confirm that this is Stephanie and Colette, and does the thread of Colette's public message saying we're going to out you, you better watch it, you better watch, your back, plus Stephanie ignoring the cease and desist, and they're about to destroy our lives, and as well as others. How does this become criminal, and do we want?
So Lauren believes that the people she spoke poorly about, them learning of how she spoke about them is going to ruin their lives. That's what she just said, basically. It's crazy.
And well, as the cease and desist, and they're about to destroy our lives, and as well as others.
As well as others. You see?
How does this become criminal, and do we want police to call anybody else? And I know that's, did I say that right?
How about y'all call like the fucking prep squad down at the local junior high so they can get their fucking story and narrative back? I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Officer.
I mean, I can call your 2 ex-employees too, for that matter, if you want, and just say, look, you're right in a fine line.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I could do that as well.
I think something like that would be helpful, I think.
I mean, I don't know who they know as far as legal or what they think they can and can't do, but
Yeah,
I could do that too if you want.
I think.
Or try to steal the answer anyway, but.
Yeah. I feel good about that. Is that okay, Pace? If he calls them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's totally appropriate. Yeah, and of course, it may the call in and of itself may help. So certainly.
Okay.
Right. Just
So
they just feel a little concerned. It could help.
Okay. So I'm just going to repeat this just to clarify it. So nothing to do with emails whatsoever. The iCloud part of it is meaning, it's to me, the iCloud part of it isn't even there. It's really you sent text messages to another party. That party saved those text messages and now are saying they're willing to share those text messages.
I think that's, yes.
Okay.
And to maybe call and be like, you're running a fine line.
So it's text messages that you sent to another employee while they're employed with you. Mm-hmm. There's no NDA. Were they business text messages or?
I'm looking at the chat here. Without a lawyer says, do you think your attorney may be an estate attorney? Because we know they are great with defamation cases. LOL, right? Oh my God. Probably need a crime chart to wrap your head around the crime, but the cast and crew of characters in Lauren's mess are not known to me. Okay. She probably talked personal crap on John. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, that never even crossed my mind, but I think you could be right. She probably talked some shit on Greyson too. Because what was it she said to, she allegedly said to Christina, she was like, something about, she wanted to talk about it now because, otherwise her assistant is always with her. And at that moment, her assistant wasn't standing right next to her. So I'm thinking maybe she talked some shit on Greyson too. This has caused real life problems for some. It is a distraction from important things. Thank you, Lauren, for becoming the story. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's fucked up, I think, too. Like, I mean, when she's talking about the, I forget his first name, but the Daybell guy, the one she knows, the one who's given the victim impact statement, as she described it. Like, just imagine being him. Like, imagine, like, these horrible things happen to your family, then you learn of these horrible things that they were done intentionally to your family, your loved ones, and then the whole world finds out about it, and then people are arrested, and then you learn exactly what happened, and then you go through this trial, and you have all these YouTubers and shit. People, I know some of the YouTubers, like in any other genre, their intentions are good, so I'm not talking about all of them. But then you have some where, they're just kind of exploitative, So you meet all these people and you have to kind of, I don't know, kind of learn your way around those, the YouTubers. And then the next thing you know, you're being dragged into this shit and potentially being called by a police officer just so that you can share who took screenshots and shared them. I don't. I just. Well, maybe it would be a good distraction for him. I don't know. I just feel like he might have more important things to care about. I don't know.
Everything's business when you're working in our industry. Yeah.
Okay,
We're talking
so
about business people. It's
so that being said, they're willing to. Well, they have saved text messages. They're willing to share text messages with other parties. And as far as you know, you believe that they were shared because of a third party saying that so and so said that so and so said. So this other person, Gigi, supposedly received.
Okay, so in about 20 seconds, is going to be, we're going to be at the 38-minute mark, and you're going to hear it.
Copies of text messages, although unsubstantiated right now, and it would have been after the non-disclosure was sent.
Correct. Gigi did say she received files to us today.
She told me that, and she said so many others have them.
And so many others do. I mean,
I thought you just said it was this other guy that said it.
No, Jerry Vallow was somebody else that also said Stephanie
Jerry
sent
Vallow.
it. But we have a recording of Gigi saying she received files.
She called today and said she received.
I called
her.
Gigi, and I
Okay.
said, what's going on? And Gigi said, I've been sent
Did she know
all
you were
these-
recording the phone call?
Oh,
I
right
didn't record
there.
it.
Oh, did you hear what Greyson said? I didn't record it. But what did she just say right before then? Like that's where they just really show their hand there. Like they want this officer to go and be their bulldog and just get down to the facts and who did what and who shared what and who took that screenshot. But they feel like they have every right to just lie about whatever the fuck they want to the officer, and meanwhile, like that's crazy.
Jerry Vallow was somebody else that also said Stephanie sent it. But we have a recording of Gigi saying she received files.
She called today and said she received.
I called Gigi, and I
Okay.
said, what's going on? And Gigi said, I've been sent
Did she know
all
you were
these-
recording the phone call?
I didn't record it.
Oh,
Oh, did you not?
No.
Well, I'm just saying that's illegal in some states.
No,
So
I didn't record that.
all right,
I didn't
if it's
record.
face to face, it's okay. But
No, I didn't record that.
I didn't record that one. Sure, Jan. Sure.
Okay.
No, I didn't record that one.
So today you spoke to Gigi,
Yes.
and she said she received files
Of my private text.
of the texts,
Yes.
and who she say she's received them from.
She would not say specifically Stephanie. She said she's been sent them, and I was pushing her, and she wouldn't say exactly who.
Okay,
But then Jerry Vallow told us
Gigi-
told-
I can't
Yeah.
use him.
we have very good source that it was Stephanie.
Yeah. Which I guess isn't fact.
But it's
right.
Wait, are you kidding me? I missed that the first time. So she's saying, well, yeah, but then Jerry said that no, I can't use Jerry. That's third party. That's hearsay or whatever. And then she's like, we have a very good source that says it was Stephanie. Like, does that not make it hearsay or third party anymore? Just because you said that the third party is actually a good source. Okay, so it's only third party if it's a shitty source, right? I mean, it's crazy.
I thought she said it was
Okay.
Stephanie. So we heard a conversation differently. I heard her say Stephanie.
all right. So you're okay with me calling Gigi, and you're okay with me calling both ex-employees, or just Stephanie?
I'm okay with you calling.
Because is
Stephanie.
Colette not part of it, pretty much?
What do you think? I think
Colette has more to lose, so she'd be more scared because she has a career.
if the call is, look, you're running a fine line, call both. Call both.
Okay.
Do you have
So Lauren talked a lot of shit about people that she fooled into thinking she was this awesome, righteous person. Meanwhile, she's talking all kinds of crazy shit about them. Then she pisses off the people that she was talking the shit to. And now she's worried that her these things that she did in the background are going to come to light. And she wants to try to prevent that by threatening this other woman into making her think that she's going to lose her job. Or maybe it was not so much Lauren. Maybe it's Greyson who's really, pushing for that. Because it was her that said she cares about her job. Like, what? How does one become so self-centered and so entitled that it's no big deal for this thought process to happen without you stopping and thinking, well, that might be kind of fucked up. I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. I didn't mean to.
have a copy of the original demand letter that we had sent a couple of months ago? Because that might be helpful with regard to some of the facts, but then also.
Well, that's going to be a civil anyway, so that's not nothing to do with criminal.
It doesn't, but we do cite some code that does straddle both civil and criminal.
Really complicated.
Yeah, defamation can be one.
We can send in Graham and Jen. Oh, what about that Aaron guy? Wasn't he also like an estate lawyer or maybe he was like wills and trust lawyer. So I want to say no. I want to say real estate though, but yeah.
One way or the other, it just depends on what's released and what the intention is. Then that's going to be proven in court.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So if you happen to have a copy of the demand letter, I think it might just be helpful, but certainly I think these phone calls would be as well.
If you got a copy of it, you can send me a copy of it.
I can send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because this one cites federal Computer Fraud and Abuse Act.
Yeah, which would be through the FBI then. Yep. Yeah, so there's some
Aaron
states
Hall,
are
yep.
are taking federal laws because of all the problems they've had. They're taking some of these federal laws and making them state laws as well. But that's where I got to take a look and see the federal law might be written slightly different than the state law. So I got to see how the state law is written and how it covers the particular thing.
Right.
Like I said, text messages. When it talks about text messages, it talks about the interception of text messages, not
Yeah.
not the sharing of text messages.
Yeah.
Same with personal information in emails. Personal information is usually the social security, date of birth, all that kind of stuff. So the definition of what's personal information compared to just a general email. So, but we're not talking about emails.
Yeah. And I realize this is circumstantial, I realize this, but let me just, it helps me to say this out again.
Yeah.
As far as on June 4th, Stephanie jumps back on her phone, I've been blocked, because I know that I tried to call her.
Yeah, you said that she was saving.
She was saving voice messages.
Mhm.
On June 9th, an email goes out. And Gigi tells us today she's received voice memos of mine. I'm just saying,
2 and 2 equals 4. That's what you're saying.
So do you have copies of those?
the voice memos they don't, because they don't say, I have a copy that she saved one on June 4th, but I don't know what she said.
Right. So I do a screenshot of that.
But don't you have access to these voice memos? I mean, she must have access to them if she was alerted to the fact that the other chick was saving them. I mean, that wouldn't happen unless the ISP or whoever, the platform holder was, felt emboldened to tell the account holder about it, right? So she must have access to these. Can't she just go in and see which ones that she downloaded? I mean, she's got to at least know the data was, right? How many freaking voice memos does she send out to one person in a day? Well, all right, some people can do a lot. Okay, fine. But if they're alerting her to voice memos being downloaded, then surely they're letting her know, like, which ones at least, right? Or at least giving her, like, the size of the voice memo so she can compare, like, the size of the file or even the length of the voicemail memo, right? This is crazy.
Yeah, I have that screenshot.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, circumstantial, but then again, if you went to civil court on it, be like, look, on this day is when she did this, and then, by the way,
5 days later.
you were told.
Told.
So once again, there need to be proof of such being sent out. But if somebody's willing to work with you and help you out and show you the proof of such, then you'd be like, look, it was downloaded on this day, and then all of a sudden this person received a copy of it on this day.
But that's just someone downloading it and sending it to someone else isn't illegal.
Correct. So I think if the call can be like, we got concerned, and you're writing like a fine line for them to feel nervous, I think it could benefit several people's lives, mine,
Okay.
as well as others who are going to be,
Re-victimized.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But it's going to benefit Greyson's life. That's what matters.
I already put a lot of this stuff in my incident. So whenever we go to a call for service, whether it's a car accident, a theft, or whatever, they all create an incident number. That's time-stamped, or date-stamped, basically, in a sequence number. So I added that information in the incident summary, all the stuff that you've told me so far, to include some of the Nevada revised statutes and Nevada laws that I thought might pertain to it. So I just wanted to, stamp it in there just to keep it in there. Some of it's the email stuff. So now that we have clarification that has nothing to do with it, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know that stuff is being documented in an incident number, and at bare minimum, I'll give you the incident number. Yeah, and then that can be, shared with whoever the lawyers or, if it does go to civil, then, go from there. But the big thing is screenshots, and then the people willing to work with you. And unfortunately, you're working with people that don't share information because that's their livelihood and their reputation.
Yeah.
So that's probably the tougher part of it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Officer, one last thing. There's 2 Nevada statutes that are in this demand letter. If I could just reference them for you.
Yeah.
Section 205 4765, and that's unlawful acts regarding computers.
Uh-huh.
And there's also section 205.320, which it says extortion, but also threats. And it's about harassment. So if that's worth sort of your review, if there's any relevancy to any of those.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
So, thank you for your time.
Yeah, no, thanks for bringing that up, because it can be a challenge being on patrol because we don't know everything. So we use Google and look up a lot of different laws to try to figure out where we're at with different things sometimes. Obviously the more complex stuff gets sent to detectives that do this stuff all the time. So so far I just spoke with my sergeant about a few things, and that's why I actually left the apartment for a little while, came back in. So trying to clarify some of the information that we have and seeing where we're at.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm letting this play to the end for a reason.
Good.
Yeah, we forgot.
Let me go back down to my car, look at a few things. I'm going to look at those text messages that you sent or that email that you sent.
Yeah. Do you want to send in the one also where she took a voice memo of mine? Did you want
Yes.
that one? And then the collect.
Yeah. Hey, so I think we can hang up now.
Okay.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks.
I do think when I asked her if it was Stephanie, she said yeah, but she didn't say her name outright.
I mean, obviously, I heard it, but if you don't have it,
Well, let me give her a call.
So if we don't have it, we don't have it. So, will you send him the collect extortion?
Yes.
I took a recent screenshot. It's just very recent where or just take one right now so you have it. Stephanie saved voice memo.
All of you.
And
That's difficult for you. I mean,
it's out
you're welcome.
directly.
And the bigger challenge is because they are in different states and stuff too, because they stuff, computer crimes,
So what, like, how do you
the internet.
millions
So who you thought would be a little bit smart
here? Luckily, that would like.
now, and they know they've done it numerous times.
Oh, so collect.
Okay, let me go back outside. I'll get you an incident card for you at bare minimum. I gotta take a look at a couple more things, okay?
Okay, thank you. You know where
Yep,
to
you're
send
welcome.
it? Yeah, thank you. Officer.
You're welcome.
Oh, it wasn't that video. Okay. At the end of one of them, as he's walking out, like down the sidewalk or whatever, over near his car, you just hear him. You just hear like the release of just pent up frustration and annoyance, just like flow right out of his body. It's funny. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled up the phone call here. Mic drop moment. The GG call, HTC Lauren, police body cam, no commentary. So, I want to see that John one, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that tonight or whatever, because it's almost today. Me. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, this is Officer Bowlby at Henderson.
So after he left the apartment just now to go back to his car to do a few things, one of the things he did was called GG, and this is the audio for that conversation.
Nevada Police. Is this Jennifer?
It is. How are you?
All right, good. Thank you for calling me back.
You're welcome, yeah.
dealing with this.
My grandma's in ICU, so I just keep my phone off.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, please. I just let you know I'm recording this with my body cam, all right?
Okay.
You have any? I left you just a little bit of a message. You have any idea why I'm calling you, or you know anything about what I've mentioned?
Yeah, kind of. So I think I can sum this up really quick for you, at least my perspective.
Okay.
This is somebody who has a popular true crime YouTube channel, 250,000, maybe more followers.
When you say this person, you're talking about
Lauren Matthias.
Lauren
Sorry.
herself. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't like drama. Like, I just do my job and
Yep.
kind of was put into this. Really, I think what the case is here is, just behind people's backs, content creators that she has worked with, victims, family members of violent crimes that we cover, national media cases. She talked crap about a lot of people behind their back.
Yep. People
that
do
was
that.
falling out, and her brand is about to be gone. I
Okay.
mean, that's really kind of it. I was sent some messages kind of anonymously that were about me personally, which I don't care. I did not go public and say, look what Lauren Matthias said about me. It's just not how I roll.
Huh?
So I kind of kept it close. Had a few more people in the media approach me and say, oh, did you get some information about Lauren Matthias? Yeah, I did. Didn't ask to see theirs, didn't see it, didn't show my stuff. Just interesting.
Okay.
We all got an email when we were at trial in Phoenix last week from an anonymous person, Proton email, very common when people don't want to be traced. It tagged a lot of people, prosecutors in Idaho for the Lori Vallow case, me, other people in the media, victims' family members, where it just says, you know, she's talked crap about you, and you, and she's going to be exposed. We all kind of were like, we got work to do, not our problem, you know? That's essentially all I know.
So you don't know who these text messages came from or anything?
No, I got them anonymously through a Proton email.
Okay.
Which I deleted. I mean, I just don't do drama. Once I kind of saw what it was about, I'm a single mom of 3. My 90-year-old grandma lives with me. Like, I don't have time.
I get it.
The time I have is like, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't get involved in drama. Well, her assistant called me today, really pressing me. Lauren called me the other day. I'm in ICU. I'm not answering. It's just, you know, my grandma was about to die, and I was like, this is the furthest thing from my mind.
Right.
I just chose not to go public.
It's so sad to hear that this is what she's dealing with, and she's having to deal with this officer and this stupid phone call right now, all while her grandmother is dying in hospice. Like, what? It's just crazy.
With it, it's not what I do.
Okay.
I don't want to be a part of anybody's public downfall, even if they did talk crap about, you know, victims' families is kind of the thing that bothers me the most.
Right.
But yeah, so it's just, I've seen stuff from, you know, about me. I've heard what has been said about other people, but that's word of mouth. You know, it's not.
Right. And there's the First Amendment rights too. You know, people can talk smack all they want, blah 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 blah. You know, but
right. And there's also the right to release them, even if you're mad at somebody. I know she was claiming she got extorted, which I said, go to the police. If you have somebody saying I'm gonna, you know, if you don't pay me $5,000 or I'm gonna go public, like that's a crime. You should go to the police. But like, I got nothing for you.
Right.
You know, her assistant was questioning me about who I've talked to, who has reached out to me, and I said, people trust me, and like that's why, because I'm not going to tell you anybody.
I know. I did a little bit of research too, so I kind of understand who you are, where you come from. So, and I mentioned it to her. I'm like, I could ask for a source, but I mean, that's her credibility, that's her livelihood. Why would you give me the source?
And I mean, it's like I'm not giving up my friends, because the thing is this: at the end of the day, like you say, you have a right to talk smack about people, but when your little friend group breaks up and there are hurt feelings, don't be surprised when you put those messages on their phone where you're talking crap about people who have been nothing but nice to you.
Yeah.
Get mad.
All right.
You know, she kind of started this at a trial in April in Phoenix. We all had to get together. She said, I was hacked and I'm being extorted, so I walked away because I was like, this is drama. I'm here to be with my friends. I don't want to hear. It has nothing.
That reminds me of Katie Joy, you know, like when I started really coming around the whole community or whatever in 2020, like the spring of 2020, and that's when like all of her shit just kept getting hacked. And then when she went on Laughing in Disbelief's podcast, and she's like, oh my god, look at they're trying to break into my Facebook, my Instagram, or whatever the fuck it was. She's like, 5, 1, 2, 3, like counting all the time, all the attempts being made right then and there in live time, like. I don't think she knows what hacking is. I mean, I don't even really know what it is, but I know that it's not that, you know? It's more like just hacking a person, I think, more than hacking an actual device.
Nothing to do with me.
Right.
So I didn't even really hear her side, but her assistant today was very panicked. I think it's just become clear to her that people have found out the nasty stuff she said really that was unwarranted. We've all been kind to her.
Right.
And including victims' families that she launched her podcast on and would have live on her show. But not only that, was a friend of them that talked crap about them behind their back for no reason other than just middle school drama.
Yeah.
So she's in panic mode because her channel is about to be toast. And I've had people say, I hear people want this exposed. People need to know who they're following. 275,000 followers. They need to know they're following somebody that will have somebody on her show that has lost 2 family members to a violent crime, and turn around and go to the group and talk crap about this family member when they visited.
And that's a good point, I think. Like, maybe it's not much you can do about, you know, people she's already had on her show or already talked to, but there's undoubtedly going to be future, like, survivors or, you know, loved ones of victims that she's going to talk to. And she's potentially going to do the same exact things that she's been doing all along. So I think it's important that people just, if they're able to, they become aware of who it is they'll be talking to, you know? Especially since it's got such a vulnerable time in their lives, very likely.
each other and had time together over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So it's really just
It's like Two-Faced and
oh, it's so bad. But, you know, for me, it's like, we are in our 40s, grow up.
Yeah.
You know, could I went public and got a lot of clicks? Yeah, but I don't have time for that. Like,
Right.
you know, my cup is empty.
Right.
and people know, for me, it's like, don't come at me with drama. I've defended her in the past where people have said, you need to talk to Lauren. I'm like, I already talked to Lauren.
No,
She's a
I'm
grown
not
woman.
little
She, you know,
screw.
if you think her channel is going
I
astray,
think how
talk
big
to
screw
Lauren.
if
Right.
I were, though.
I'm not a middleman. I'm not even that close to her.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm on a police department. I'm in my early 50s, and there's drama in the police department. And you know,
Oh, it's crazy,
we
isn't it?
can talk to bad guys all day long at the hood of our car, but for some reason we can't talk to each other in the locker room.
This is the coolest Christmas gift ever. These gift explosion boxes are amazing, and the setup is so simple. All you do is place a bill and then place a box on top of it.
Right, no, it's crazy, and for me, it's just really sad because we deal with a genre, as you know, in law enforcement. It is devastating, and it's very sensitive stuff.
Yep.
And so people are rightfully going to be mad when they find out a family that you've had on your podcast time and time again that have made you a lot of money, that you have talked bad about them when they've
Yeah.
done nothing but sort of invite you into their fragile little worlds at a really terrible time.
Right.
It's just backlash that's really kind of warranted.
See,
to me, because we don't need people like that, in my opinion, in the true.
I get what you're saying. Like, I'm not even saying that I think people need to stay away from her, but I think people need to know what they're opening themselves up to. And people should know, anyways, what they're potentially opening themselves up to. Because, I mean, she does have a very large platform. So if you are a loved one of a victim or whatever, and you want to get a story out, you want to help resolve the crime or whatever, she's a very good choice probably for you to utilize, you know? But you should go into it, or be able to go into it knowing exactly what it is you're dealing with, you know? So you don't end up trusting her and sharing things with her that you normally wouldn't, or you definitely wouldn't want getting out, you know, whatever, anything like that. Because that's just going to make everything so much more harder for you should that happen, you know? And, yeah, so, I don't know. People should know who it is they're getting involved with, I think, if possible. When did it play? Come on.
Crime world.
Yeah, it makes everybody kind of look bad.
Legit. Yeah, it does, because there's people who really care about these families that we get to know and want to bring these victims to life. And when you've got a bad apple in the bunch, it does tend to reflect that on all of us. So that's really, other than talking bad about victims' families, that's kind of my...
See, here's the thing. Like, pretty much anyone who's anchored a talk show or whatever has probably built a pretty big platform on the misery or, you know, trauma of others, or, you know, maybe even the happiness of others at times too. But, you know, you get what I'm saying? And, like, even YouTubers, I got no problem with YouTubers making money if what they're talking about, even if they're talking about some pretty crazy shit, you know, and they get paid well for doing it. Like, it's still very draining, I think. Well, for me, it is. That's why I don't really follow much of true crime, but it would be very draining for me to talk about. So I have no problem with people getting paid and shit for it. But in a case like this one, though, this is what rubs me the wrong way, because she's not appreciative of the opportunity to be this sounding board or be this platform for these people. And she's not appreciative that they are entrusting her with their time and energy, you know, because she's turning around and she's just like taking a shit all over their trust, basically. That's what I don't like, you know. And then she's going, and after she takes her shit, she walks away counting her money, basically. You know what I mean? Like this, I know that's kind of a graphic image I just gave you guys, but this kind of what it's like, you know. She's not appreciative, and she doesn't have to appreciate it, I guess, but she has to at least acknowledge that it's kind of a shitty thing to do, you know. And if she doesn't acknowledge that, then people, I think, have a right to know. They should know, my opinion, you know. I get it. I feel like Lauren shared things that were spoken to her in confidence, probably, yeah. While they were vulnerable, maybe shared in a crappy way. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she's a user. That's the impression I get as well. Absolutely, yep.
thing is we struggle to be legitimate as sources. And so when somebody does something like this, and it's just middle school stuff. And it comes back and people find out, if somebody doesn't like her and they say, hey, she's talking crap about you, it's kind of their right.
See, and here's my other problem with this too. It's the whole, okay, so I don't talk about like really deep, important subjects or whatever, like true crime, I just kind of loosely, try to add some humor as I talk about like human behavior or whatever, maybe a little bit, but my point is that I don't need to be taken seriously, but I don't want to be ignored or just not ignored, what's the word I'm looking for, like not taken seriously enough to just listen to or something, if I'm talking about something that is important to me or I could be important to other people, and I feel like as women, especially as a middle-aged woman, I feel like I'm not taking that seriously, so in a field or in a genre or whatever, like true crime, and you have a lot of these YouTubers, and many of them are women too, and roughly around, the same age. I feel like this stupid bullshit is just kind of, it's making the rest of the community look like they're not really that serious, when I know a lot of them are, and I feel like that this just kind of makes it harder for other channels, really, and that sucks. That really does suck.
Yeah. If they have sat and listened to it for years, and her assistant was trying to play me audio of like somebody they think this is coming from talking smack about me, I said, look, I don't know this woman. I don't care. I'm a podcaster. People are going to talk smack about me. Yeah. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I don't care. Yeah. I don't know her. I said, what I care about is somebody that I've been a friend to.
Yes, thank you.
When we've seen each other at trial or driving her home so she doesn't have to take an Uber. I said, what hurts is that.
Yep, it's a very good way to put it without a lawyer. When people are saying independent media is the future, this high school crap takes away from that. Yep.
But did I lose sleep? No, not really. I mean, there's bad seeds everywhere. So no, if she's in panic mode, she's about to lose everything, and that's really, this is kind of I think a knee-jerk reaction to realizing that years of smack talking people who have done nothing wrong to you, have been kind to you, it's like, oh my gosh, like I never thought these would get out. I think that's really where we are.
Okay. So just to kind of recap then, Jennifer, so you got an anonymous message with some text messages, copies of text messages where Lauren had talked smack about you at some point, and then you're aware there's other text messages that might be out because you're on that email from Proton, but you don't know the source of any of these text messages?
No, I mean, I've heard names, but I don't know who they are, so I can't say that's who. And the other thing, like, you're not going to tell her what we talked about, right?
No, I don't need to. I say I'll talk to you and I don't have what I need.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't, I don't know any of these people that were in her group. I deal with my own stuff, so I have no clue who these people are, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't tell you for sure it's this person or that person.
Okay.
And they weren't just necessarily, I can't even say they were text messages. They may have been, even Facebook Messenger. That's, so it was either text or Facebook Messenger. I got these, in May. So it's been a while, and I deleted everything. I don't, it's like my kid uses my iPad. I tell her all the time, don't get involved.
Yeah, I don't think she's afraid of you necessarily putting out the information, but she's afraid of the information getting out there.
Yeah, I would never. I mean, I could have went with this in May if I wanted to,
but the information you have is just on you, right?
Correct. Yeah, I haven't seen anything actually about somebody else. The only thing I have seen is what was specific to me.
Okay.
I mean, of course, people chatter.
Yeah.
Well, I got this message, and so that kind of thing. But
so other people are saying that there's stuff out there, but I mean, whether it's seen or not is a different story.
Right, and like I say, I can't say who sent them because I don't know who these people are. To be honest, I've never met them in my life.
Okay.
So good luck with the girl drama.
I'm about done with it. I've been on this for a while yet, so.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you very much for calling back.
I wish I could help. You're very welcome.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Your ADHD friend avoids busy places.
Okay.
So
See?
you have
See
the
what I
incident
mean?
number, you have all that. So
See what I mean about the
yeah.
apartment? You got chairs over there. I mean, I'm guessing that's maybe the eat-in area for the kitchen, but those look like kind of really comfy, like living room chairs. And then you got one here, and you got something over here, and then something over here, and I think you have like a big, huge ottoman or something, maybe even in the middle, like towards at the front of the TV. Like that just seems like a lot of furniture for that space. And I can't think of why you would need that much furniture for that space unless you had someone staying there quite a bit. In my opinion. I don't know.
I'm not getting anything from the phone calls that I have, so it's just documentation right now. So
What are they? Who was it?
unknown sources and anonymous. So the anonymous Proton email came up saying that, yeah, there's information, but I talked to Jennifer and too many names, sorry.
Many names.
Yeah, and Stephanie.
Okay. And what did Stephanie say?
She says she's got messages from the past and stuff, denying denying that she's part of this kind of thing. Says past it. She did mention the Christina. She mentioned that person.
That she's sending texts?
She feels that might be somebody that might be more involved with it, but
Okay.
but that's once again speculation too. From what my guess is, or based on what she was saying, she's speculating. So whether she knows more or not, she's not sharing it. So and then same with Gigi. She said it was just specific texts to her about her, and she said she don't care. She put it to the side. She's like she doesn't want a part of the drama, and she has spoke with other people that said they've seen other text messages, but some of the the names out there she's not familiar with.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this out here, and this has been on my mind the whole time. And you're gonna roll your eyes. You're gonna be like, "Where's this person from?" But if we're gonna do this, I need to bring him up because you're gonna be like, "This is circumstantial," but I have good reason to believe that this person's involved. So I'm gonna throw it out there to you.
Mm-hmm.
His name
Mm-hmm.
is a hacker who's actually done this to other podcasters, including someone named Mandy Matney, who was the Murdoch Murders podcast host, and he did the same thing to her. He became my friend. He's sort of like a cyber. He collects everything. He told me he collects everything. I introduced him to the Dateline producer, and the Dateline producer told me, he's like, he breaks the law, man. Like, I can't use him. And he told me himself, says, I save everything. In reading the emails, he's now blocked me from all messages and blocked me from everything. And in reading this sort of Proton email about the people he's referring to, I think he considers himself a bit of a cyber Robin Hood. I think he lives for this. It's like, this is what he does.
Okay.
He's friends with Stephanie Klett. He's now blocked me on everything. I see that everything from him is officially encrypted. So, do I have anything beyond circumstantial evidence for you now? No.
If it goes.
All right. Oops. Okay. Let me look at chat here real quick. Not just that, but her overt manipulation of the courts and multiple police agencies at a time when women struggled to get police assistance or TPO is beyond selfish. Yes. Oh my God, 1,000 times yes. 1,000 times yes. I mean, there needs to be like a new option or something. Maybe, I think that people need to just fucking grow up and, maybe not have such delicate sensibilities. But I mean, that's my opinion. But these, like a TRO, like a lot of them, I mean, yeah, it's a state really that determines what kind of language and everything is in it. But a lot of them are very similar, or parts of them are very similar, and they all exist pretty much as an option for people who are at risk of physical harm from someone just coming around them, And when someone lives states away and you guys have never even been in the same state at the same time, to your knowledge, and you've never even uttered a word to each other in person, like, I feel like that's just abusing the system, And I don't know. I feel like ultimately it'll end up hurting real cases that need it. So I agree. I think you're absolutely right. Thanks for keeping me entertained. I'm packing for holidays. Remember, it's summer in Australia. Yeah. You're lucky. It is a terrible spot to be in. See someone being so unethical, but being a whistleblower come with a price. Yeah, Yeah. If Greyson read 6 years of messages, I hope she used Excel to log them. They know exactly who they talked crap to. It's not a mystery. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, do you go around just talking like that much shit about someone, about people? It's crazy. You have to know. Crap, they can send you to a class. Maybe when there is cases, when it's online. Oh, when it's online crap, they can send you to a class. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right, how much is left in here? Because I am getting really tired. Let me. Oh yeah, I can do
Goes
that.
to the point of criminal or civil, like I said, depends on what's put out. You can always bring his name up at that time, and as far as this, that, whatever.
Okay. That's why I needed to bring them up to you so you could guide me. That's why I didn't
Yeah,
know
just
earlier.
hang on to that information.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a couple questions. I'm a little nervous to ask. Did you get the sense from Gigi like this is going public or no?
No. Well, not on her side. I mean, she's not going to do nothing with it. Her mom's sick. She doesn't need drama. She
No, I
said.
know, exactly. I agree. Right, but did she tell you what she told us, which is, yeah, get ready, this is gonna...
So you know her mom is on hospice, and you're still name dropping her and dragging her into the shit. Wow. Okay.
go public and...
No, she didn't say that.
Oh, because she told us today that, yeah, she said, yeah, it's about...
Well, if she knows more than what she's leading on, then that's her. Because once again, she says, you know, I've got, you know, different sources that I need to protect as well and stuff. And I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
So if she knows more, she wasn't alluding to it. So.
Yeah.
But I think if anything, she might be just here because it sounds like you all are in the same group chats / you know, whatever, in this circle of whatever, you know, work group kind of thing. So if she's hearing from circles, you know, text messages from this, phone call from that, then maybe she believes she heard enough. I'm just speculating that she probably heard it from enough people that certain things are out, and so then it may, you know, go from there. So I take everything, when people tell me things, I take everything with a grain of salt.
Right.
I stopped wearing foundation at 59 until this. I've tried those other mature skin foundations from department store brands.
Because if I say something's going to explode, what do you think? Compared to what does that person think? Compared to what that person thinks?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Or this is huge.
Right.
What's huge?
Yeah. And then my other question, as their assistant, I'm trying to gauge this so I can PR this myself a little bit.
Well, crisis...
And get crisis management in if we have to in our agency. Did Stephanie maybe get the understanding that this could, if she's doing this shit, it could get bad for
Yeah,
her?
were you able to explain that they're on the line, like they're...
If she's releasing stuff, she's on the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I think she'd be the one to get a little scared and be like, whoa, back up.
Yeah.
Did she seem to understand?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. She's the one...
Based on her, and this is just phone, I mean, I can't see body language. I can't see body language.
Right.
I'd be willing to think that it's not necessarily her, although she could be sharing stuff with another party, and that other party is maybe doing this.
Yeah.
But her herself, probably not.
Okay.
Would she share this information that I said today with this other person? Yeah.
Right. But she suggested she thinks Christina's more involved, and... Yeah.
She mentioned the name Christina twice, so.
Okay, yeah, Christina is the one that quit the contract work and sent us
That screenshot that I sent you.
Yeah. Which was funny because that was a screenshot of Stephanie's, but okay.
Well, they obviously know each other by name, so.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct, they do.
So it depends on why the sharing of the text, for one.
I didn't introduce them, by the way, they didn't know each other.
Yeah, so it just depends on why the sharing of the text, you know?
Okay.
So, but I let her know that I saw the text,
It's a good point.
and she mentioned Facebook, communication through Facebook.
So here in chat, Sis, you should have been a detective, says she never claims they are lying about her. That's a good point. Lauren never comes out. It just comes right out and says that's a lie. They're lying. They're making it up that I talk shit about this person. Like that's crazy.
Book Messenger as well, I guess, so.
And so she said, I have a bunch of texts, but I'm not sending them out.
You see my
Yeah,
dog back.
in so many words, yeah.
Okay, and she said, again, she understood that she shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, and Gigi also understood.
Yeah, Gigi wants nothing to do with this.
I know she doesn't, but then, yeah, we hear she's talking to a lot of people, so, okay.
Well, and that's the thing. you hear talking about a lot of people, but what does that mean?
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
no idea.
This is a
Yeah,
little bit
I'm
longer than I
a little bit,
expected,
like,
so
emotionally exhausted.
I'm hoping my sergeant's going to understand.
Yeah, I don't mean to just be like sitting. I'm just like so emotionally exhausted. And
Well, I'm sure you are. I'm not discounting that at all.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sure you got many, many concerns, and the problem with that is, here, you mind taking some advice? And it's going to be hard to do, 100%. You're going to have to find a quiet space, a little meditation, go to the gym, whatever it is, whatever gets that stress off, a good walk, a good swim, whatever that is. You need to exercise and just sweat that stuff out. And meditate and say some prayers if you're religious and be like, it is what it is. Because I'm not saying it's not going to hurt if it happens, but you're not going to be able to control whether it happens or not.
Yeah.
So you're trying to control what you don't know may or may not happen. And that's
Just go be like Elsa. That's what he's saying.
what's chewing you up right now. You're stressing out so much about what if.
Yeah.
And you don't know what if at all.
You're right.
True.
Thank you.
So all you can do is be prepared for the what if. Whether it's a crisis management person or PR person or whatever the case.
Yeah, and now with them like calling every fucking police precinct that they happen to be passing through municipality of, they are Streisanding the fuck out of this shit. Like, how many people would have really known about this? Yeah, sure, maybe those in the true crime community, maybe a few people even outside of it. But there's a good portion of YouTube now that know about this solely because of Lauren's efforts to try to control the narrative and to try to shut it down. Like, she effectively made so many people aware of this now. Like, she Streisand this shit so much she should be called Yentl. Really. It's crazy.
Maybe. I don't know what their titles are nowadays, but yeah, you could sit here and what if for every minute of the day, every hour of the day, and it's just going to chew you up, you're going to sleep and all that kind of stuff. Find a quiet place, put on some good old 80s music or something and jam out, or Backstreet Boys or whatever it is, your jam was back in the day. Just go dancing in private or public, doesn't matter. Just blow off some steam. Go to one of these destruction rooms downtown where you get take a sledgehammer to a TV or something.
I haven't done that before, but maybe we'll go do that. Say a prayer.
We got one of those rooms about 5 miles from my house. I've been dying to try it.
Prayer, meditate, and then go destruct. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you can thank me later.
Yeah. Officer, I just want to say this. This has been exhausting. I want you to know a little bit about our day. I was about to take my 7-year-old son on vacation. And we heard everything happening, and I had a panic attack. I couldn't even move.
Mm-hmm.
I make money for my family. I just think about how I hurt my whole family.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what to do, and she's like, call the police. Like, she called dispatch. I know this is a complicated thing. I know that this is almost like dealing with adults back in high school. He says, she said.
Oh, we have it in the police department too. Don't worry about it. It's everywhere still.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't grow up.
I want you to know the time you have taken to try to understand and care means a lot.
Well, thank you. I tried.
So thank you. It won't be forgotten.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully those calls tonight will be sufficient.
Yeah. So we missed a $500 flight today. I haven't seen my son because my husband said he doesn't need this, to stay here and deal with this. And we're gonna start picking out the pieces. And you're right, can't control this now.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now close the computer and go break some stuff or something.
I know. Will do.
All right?
Thank you.
Just don't break anything on the way there.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, so that's the end of that. Okay. Pull this back up. Chat over here. Stephanie can say anything she wants. It's up to Lauren to prove it's true and to prove it's not true. So that's where it lies. Yep. Let it go. Backstreet's back. All right. Classic Aaron. Oh, another one bites the dust. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about that. That's funny. So all right. I'm gonna just wrap this up with a funny little story here. I was reminded of something at work the other day. So there's someone at work. We'll call him Michael, okay? And who I've worked with for the entire time I've been at this place, about 4.5 years now. And one day there was some trend or something going around on social media, something about eating a whole fish, a goldfish or whatever. So apparently it was after hours, he obtained a goldfish and he ate it, and someone recorded it. And they were looking at the recording, and Mike says to the person who recorded it, says, don't you dare post it on social media. Don't post it. I don't want to see that on social media. And the person's like, okay, yeah, no problem. Well, then I guess that person went and had a few cocktails that night, and it ended up on social media. So the next morning, Mike, saw it on social media. And it's like, what did you do? Oh, I told you not to fucking put it on social media, yada yada. So I'm hearing the story being told to me like right after it happened too. So and I'm like, holy shit. So I send Mike a text, and he doesn't know I know about this or anything. So I send him a text. I'm like, hey, is there any reason why the ASPCA would be here looking for you? He's like, what's that? I'm like, okay. So I explained to him who the ASPCA is, like animal control kind of, like they look out for animals basically. And he started shitting his pants, I guess. So he called the person who put that shit up on social media. He's like, I told you not to put it on social media, and now I got the freaking animal cops looking for me. And the person who put it on social media is like, let me call you back, because that can't be right. So they went and they Google it, and then they're like, shit, it might be illegal to do that. Oh my God. So, and then this stayed like that for like 3 days, and then I go to work, and I'm working with Mike, and Mike's talking to me about it, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I never told you. And he goes, what? I go, I was just breaking your balls. I'm like, no one stopped by looking for you. And the look on his face, he's like, someone told one of our regulars about that, and he said to me about 3 days ago, he goes, I heard a story about you. I'm like, uh-oh. And he told me, I'm like, oh shit, I hadn't thought about this story in like 3 years. It was funny. It was hilarious. I loved it. I like that people are talking about it. But the dude Mike I work with isn't very happy with me still, but oh well. So, all right, I'm going to go. Thanks for being here, everyone, and I hope you all have a good night. I will not be streaming at all on Friday, I don't think, today, and if I do, it'll be Saturday afternoon, because I have to work Saturday night, so I don't know. There are a few things regarding this I do want to go over, so I'll be there. I'll be doing it soon. But thanks for being here, guys. And y'all have a good night and have a great weekend if I don't see or talk to you.